have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God it in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team.
Yep.
NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation.
We'll take off. If that linebacker chasing my receiver, we're going to take off a little bit.
But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive. He gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick
The
up
3 ain't bad. It ain't bad. I'm sure we gonna press our luck a little bit early.
If they decide to go that route.
Just a little bit.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Grant. And he is out of bounds.
Chris, I look just a little bit early.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away. And this is going to be intercepted.
Forced it. I saw it right there. Forced it.
Take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back.
We'll get it back. We'll get it back.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Watson's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over once again.
Oh, come on, guys. That is not it, Deshaun. Not it, guys. Not it.
Well, the good ones, they find
Rocky.
a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Grant.
All right, guys.
And they'll set
tighten
up
up.
shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. So this rivalry, Charles, here in the Buckeye State, Cincinnati and Cleveland, you know, you felt like for a while it took a dip as these two franchises struggled, but now I think this rivalry is budding again as one of the best under-the-radar rivalries in the NFL.
I agree with you absolutely, because both of these teams have the arrow pointing up. They've kind of solved their quarterback issues. They're building up their rosters. But one of the most defining moments of this rivalry to me wasn't even in a Browns-Bengals game. It was a Seahawks-Bengals game when head coach Sam White addressed the crowd and emphasized that Cincinnati was the place to be.
But, Charles, I think his exact words were, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Watson. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Cut it out,
The
man.
Bengals are going to take
Cut it out.
possession here at their own 6-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They got 2 here in the first quarter.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football. Rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
11. 22 by 22. Here we go. D all day. Defense all day.
First down. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Back 22 by 22. Watch the pass.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 12.
They're going to look to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
No for the turn up, guys. No for the turn up.
On for the extra point.
Now we're about to turn up.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Now we about to turn up.
So they'll get another shot on offense.
Yep, momentum up. Now we about to turn up.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And don't come on the stream hating, and don't come on the stream hating. We don't need you hating, buddy.
The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Watson. That is caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he will bring it back.
Just scored a touchdown instead of trying to chase the stats, man. We trying to chase the stat. We threw 4 picks trying to get an X factor. 4 picks trying to get an X factor.
Return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
4 picks trying to get an X factor. Heard it.
It's up and good, and we're
got a lot of time, guys. We tripped out. We tripped out.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson off play action. That's going to be taken in by Felton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. A give. This is Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And a line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll wind up picking up about...
Get you one, Chubb. Run 1-1-0. Run 1-0.
Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. A reminder reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
Best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's going to make it third down, less than a yard. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From the red zone now, Watson. They'll roll him out right. And it's complete to the fullback, Felton. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll bring up a second down. Back to throw, Watson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Watson now to throw. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Oh, man, we forcing it. We forcing it. We forcing it to CD. We forcing it.
Third, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Let's go, CD. We got to get you there, CD. We got to get you there, CD. Got to get you there, CD.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
He's checking. You gonna take.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Burrow will throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get
I see you, Brian. I see you, Brian. Come get somebody. Come get you one.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Come get you one.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Check Mike, Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And
The linebacker that got you with number 28. I had to put him in something more respectable for a linebacker.
So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Flushed out right. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And that bumps the lead up even further. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now it's Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Memphis, what game you watch? Memphis just said something on my stream. I'm trying to figure out what game he was watching.
About to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jordan Elliott able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Second and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
You can't block me. Like 22, he's coming. 22.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's get that ball. 51 the mic, boys. 51. I got him.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson sliding out of the pocket. Open man right side, it's Lamb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Eluding the pressure right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
12.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And a good job.
That should have been a pick.
They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Oh, grab it.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points.
Need you to be faster than that CD.
Run in basketball.
Need you to be faster than that CD.
Really big time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 48 yards. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. CeeDee Lamb. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
You got to set it up with the run, though. I'm a runner, so I set it up
The
well.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely.
And get out of here with that hate, man. And get out of here with that hate.
It's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Off of play action, it's Watson. On the move to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns continue to roll. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
11.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of 30. I think you and I were a little surprised.
Should have led him away.
When he threw his
Led him right into the safe. Throw him back the other way.
A quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times.
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me that, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
11 empty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jordan Elliott able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.
And now here is another interception.
Man, he was running with the other guy.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here.
I was for sure he was going to be wide.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From midfield now, Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky.
11.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland.
You don't want nothing, get them.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They go play action with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On third down, Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
12.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of run.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. You know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Wilson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
4 down, check. 12. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Second and 10.
I hear you over there with your pen and paper.
And Watson's going to throw it here. That is caught by Lamb. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.